Hey guys, Coach Becca here. Today for our stretching video, you're going to need a chair, potentially, a towel, and likely a wall for some of our stretching. I'll do the entire session with you. We're going to start with diaphragm breathing. So take a nice deep breath in through the nose, roll the shoulders back as you exhale through your mouth. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, exhale through the mouth. I have my hands here on my diaphragm just so I can feel that inhale as I roll the shoulders back and exhale. You go at your own pace here. We're going to take that right into a sun salutation. So we're going to inhale up, bring the arms up, exhale down and hold. Inhale up, big inhale, fill those lungs with air, in through the nose. Exhale, reach down, drain all the air out through the mouth, and then again, inhale up, reach, exhale down. You may want to think about pausing after you've filled your lungs with air and after you've exhausted your lungs. So a brief pause at the top and at the bottom. Inhale up. And exhale down. Excellent job. Great way to start our stretch routine. All right, now you're going to need that wall I mentioned. So if you need to move around and grab that wall, that's fine. Place your hands on the wall. My right foot or my right calf is the one I'm stretching. So my left leg is going to be there for support, slightly in, and you're just going to kind of finagle your positioning so you can feel your right back calf stretching. Take a couple deep breaths here, again using that diaphragm breath. Inhale nose, exhale mouth. Lean in so you can feel the back of the leg stretching. Okay, we're going to switch sides here. So now the left leg back, right foot in front, just providing some support for us. Lean in until you feel that left calf, that back leg stretching. Awesome job. Up next, we're going to do a wall hip stretch. So you're going to take your right foot, extend it to the side, and then cross it in front of you. Open each direction as big as you can. Hands just extended out from the wall. Open up those hips as much as you can. This might feel like your foot, I kind of relate this to a golf club. Pretend your right leg is a golf club and you're trying to hit the golf ball. So open those hips as much as you can and switch sides. Hip stretch on the wall, left leg. Again, that leg goes in front of you, and you're trying to get as much movement as possible on both sides of that swing. Awesome work. All right, I'm going to show you two ways to stretch out your quads. You're welcome to do them both with me. First, we've got an ankle grab quad stretch. The opposite arm is just going to reach directly up towards the ceiling, and we're going to hold here. Now, if this is a position you're unable to get into, I'm going to show you another option. If this feels comfortable for you, you have two options. You can do this 15-second stretch and rest and do the second option, so you get a two-way quad stretch, or you can continue holding for a total of 30 to 40 seconds. Here's option two. My back foot goes on the wall until I can feel my quad stretch. So you can move that foot up or down based on your mobility and flexibility. And that you should feel all in the front part of your leg. So now we're going to switch sides. So if you're doing this stretch with me, switch to the left leg. If you prefer the standing version, you can simply switch legs here and hold again for 30 to 40 seconds, or do both quad stretches. The great thing about stretching is that you can definitely make it your own. So here's your second option on the other side. Of course, you're welcome to just hold the wall stretch a little longer if you prefer that version. My body is going to move much differently than yours and vice versa, so you need to find movements and options that work best for your body today. There's really no way to stretch wrong. We just want to stretch the most effectively, if that makes sense. All right, side lunge stretch comes next. Really wide, so notice how wide my feet are outside my shoulders. You can place your hands on your thighs, or if you have a lot of flexibility, you can place your hands on the floor, dropping your chest down. We're going to extend the stretch in a minute, so either hand position is fine. Notice now I'm going to turn my foot and extend my arms overhead. You can place your hand or elbow on your thigh here, or to make it a deeper stretch as you gain flexibility, you can place that hand on the floor. So we're just extending that stretch a little bit. Great job. We're going to do that on the other side now, so toes go back to forward position. Again, starting with that lateral shift. Feet very wide. You can lengthen that stretch by dropping down to the floor, hands on the floor. Again, make it your own. You don't have to. You might not be able to yet. That's fine. The more you do this video, the more you do this series, the better you're going to get at stretches. All right, now I'm going to turn that foot. Option 1, hand on the knee, elbow to the knee, or hand on the floor. And I'm just keeping that top arm extended overhead, stretching out my obliques and lats as I stretch out my adductors and hips. A beautiful stretch progression. Great job. Now we're going to keep our feet wide, toes ahead, and we're going to get a good stretch. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale again, but this time reach a little deeper. Inhale, exhale again, and reach as far as you can and hold, 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 hold. Take a couple deep inhales and exhales here. This stretch is great for the hamstrings and the lower back. It's also an inverted pose, so it can help melt the stress down into the floor. So release those stressors into the floor in these inverted poses. Okay, up next I'm going to show you a shoulder stretch. You don't have to turn around, you can keep your eyes on me. So I'm just going to try to get my fingertips as close together as I can here while I'm standing up straight with my elbows back. Try not to arch your back or wiggle around to gain any extra mobility, or just getting a nice shoulder stretch here, nice mobility screen here. Switch sides. A great way to track your progress is to simply either take a photo or look in the mirror and see how close you are. One side is usually a little better than the other, and the more you do this video, hopefully the closer the fingertips get to one another. Now, if your hands are really far apart, you can do towel assistance. And actually, if you already did the first version with me, try this version too. It just feels really good. This is the only time we'll use the towel today. So you might use just a small hand towel and just kind of start walking your hands together. And to me, that just feels really good with the towel. I feel like I can actually hold a stretch here. So it's nice to do option A if you're in a hurry and you don't have a towel nearby. Or as we switch sides here, using the towel is a great way to just increase or enhance the stretch a little bit. And here's what it looks like from the front. You can see I'm just standing straight up and down, lining up my joints, not cheating things around to gain extra flexibility, just giving my shoulders some love. Excellent. Now you might need a chair for this next one. You might not. You're going to do an elevated hamstring stretch. So I'm going to do a sequence here with the chair that you can also do on the ground. So I'll walk you through using a chair, and then I'll walk you through what it looks like without a chair. And you're welcome to do both sequences. If one feels better than the other, of course you can stick with that sequence while I'm demonstrating the other. You get to make this your own. All right, now I've just shifted forward into an elevated lunge here. A great hip stretch. A little bit of a calf stretch as well. And from here, I'm going to place my left hand down since my right foot is up, and I'm going to rotate towards my right leg. So I'm rotating inwards, and this is just a nice T-spine, low back, hip stretch. Hamstrings, hips to spine, that's kind of the progression. This is what it looks like on the floor. If that doesn't suit you, just do another round on the same side on the chair. So here's non-chair assisted. First, the hamstring stretch. and then the runner's lunge stretch, non-chair assisted, so you can change your position based on your hip flexibility and mobility. Place the left hand on the ground, rotate towards the right leg, stretch out those spines. And we're going to switch sides. I'm going to walk through the sequence on the chair again. So elevated hamstring stretch first. And into the lunge stretch now. And into the T-spine stretch. Awesome, let's try it on the floor now. You're welcome to use the chair for a round 2 if you'd like. First, the hamstring stretch, this time on the left leg. And into the runner's lunge on the left side now. Notice that I'm keeping my posture tall here and my arms extended. And I'm going to drop into that T-spine stretch. So my right hand goes down, left hand goes up, and I'm going to rotate towards my left leg. Well done. A great sequence that really hits all the high points. Really targets a lot of the areas that get chronically tight. So moving into our next one, we're going to do a seated forward bend, legs straight out. You can either reach towards your knees here or towards the feet and hold, just to kind of root yourself into the stretch a little deeper. And let's just bring in that inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, diaphragm breath. All right, we're going to cross the right leg over the left, and then I'm going to use my left elbow to enhance that stretch, rotating towards that crossed over leg. It looks a little confusing, so just go slow. Again, my right leg is crossed over my left, and I'm rotating towards my right leg. Watch again here now. So cross the left leg over the right, and then rotate towards your left, enhancing the stretch with that right elbow. So it's really just working kind of across your body. And this one's great for the low back and even a little bit in the glutes. You might feel it there. Take some deep diaphragm breaths here in each stretch that we get into. I'm going to show you this view from the front, and then I'll turn to this side. I just don't have much space here. So knees out, feet together, and you're going to rock back and forth in this position. So let me show you what that looks like full here. So knees out, feet together, walk the hands out, pull into this beautiful stretch. Take a couple deep breaths. Get a stretch up front here again. Inhale, exhale, stretch back. Again, inhale, bring it forward. Exhale, drop back. Just treating your body with love and respect today. Big inhale and exhale back. Melting that stress into the floor. Inhale forward, exhale back. Take another deep breath here in the stretch position. Finding peace, seeking joy. All right, T-spine stretch next, so on all fours. Place your hand behind your head. Open up, elbow to the opposite knee. Open up, elbow to knee, so my right hand goes to my left knee. Elbow to knee. and open up. Stretching that spine, stretching the lower back, very dynamic. Working through 8 inhale, exhales here. Excellent. Switch sides. Now left hand back to right knee. Open. Using the inhale and exhale to time these movements. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Treating that spine with love, working on the posture, giving the low back a little extra love there as well. Fantastic job. All right, back to our wall now. We're gonna place our elbow at 90 degrees from our shoulder to start, and then lean in. And you're just finding your chest muscles, kind of the armpit area is what we're stretching. So you can rotate and move around until you can feel that muscle group stretching. You might be able to see what my hand position is better on the other side. So let me show you that here. You can have an elbow bent to start. That's how I kind of prefer to start, rotating away from the wall so you can stretch your chest. Or if it feels better, try extending your arm for a little bit of a deeper stretch. And notice here I'm just kind of rotating further away to enhance that chest stretch. We definitely want to make sure we're lengthening the front half of our body. That's oftentimes those muscles can get tight and pull us forward into bad posture. So helicopters are next. So feet are just wide, and this one's really fun. Just pretend you're a helicopter. Relax the hands. And again, this is one of those joyful movements that will enhance our mobility in our spine and hips a bit. So just open those arms up. Find some joy here. Treat the spine with love. Nice relaxing move, very good. I'm going to show you the assisted version of one of our final sequences now. So this is in a chair assisted down dog. So it's kind of like chair yoga, if you will. Stretching out the lower back. And then you're just going to take your next exhale forward. Be sure your hands are in the middle of the chair, because it could fall if you put all your pressure on the chair. So make sure you're doing this safely. Again, back to down dog. Exhale, come forward into upward dog. And you can just continue that if the chair works better for you. If you don't need the chair, here's what it looks like on the floor. So here's the more advanced version. Chair people, keep going on the chair. Here's down dog. Take a deep inhale and exhale. Driving the hips up. And then as you find your next breath, drop your hips towards the floor and flatten the toes out. Open the chest, pull the shoulders down. Curl the toes back underneath, drive the hips forward into down dog. Inhale, exhale. Drop the hips back down, open the chest, flatten the toes. Gorgeous. Let's do that again. We're going to curl the toes under, drive the hips, tuck the chin down, letting stress melt into the floor in this inverted pose, getting the shoulders, low back, and hammies a nice stretch. Coming on forward here, drop the shoulders, flatten the toes. Drive it back into down dog. And upward dog. Lift the hips again. Walk the toes in, and we're just going to do a little alternated calf stretch here. Just pedaling the feet, giving those calves one last stretch, starting and ending with calves. Stretching out those hamstrings and calves, very good. All right, walk the hands in, bring it on up, and you are done. Thank you for joining me on this beautiful stretch routine. Remember to hit subscribe to stay up to date on my most recent films and workout sessions, and be sure to visit www.kawakocoaching.com for recipes, wellness blogs, and more.